Everybody. Been asked to say a few words, but before I start, big round of applause for Laura, who's playing the piano. I can't see where she is now. She's travelled all the way from Liverpool to play the piano. I think before Laura played that piano, it was just probably myself or Isa playing a couple of Bollywood tunes. But it's good to see someone actually play it so professionally. So I've been asked to say a few words because one, obviously we felt that we wanted to share our story and say a few words on behalf of the family. And then secondly, because my sister Anissa, who's hiding just there, wouldn't dare come on the mic. So I'll have to get ready and come here and give a speech. So thank you all for coming. As you know, this was our dad's bridal shop for 17 years. He had a lot of passion for this business. And to take you back as to why he had so much passion for the business is, if you go back 50 years, when my granddad came to this country with little money and, working in factories for 12, 14 hours, and my dad and my uncles joined him as well. They had a vision when they come to the country to settle down and do something good. And they worked in factories for about 10 to 12 or 15 years. And then after that, they bought a shop, newsagents in Manchester. And again, it was a family thing, and they had a lot of pride in that. But after about 10 years, I think it was, they sold the bridal shop, and my dad found himself with no real career as such. So he started working for British Gas, knocking on doors. The one thing my dad always taught us, and he kind of mentioned it whilst working in the cold, knocking on doors, is whatever God does is for the best. And he always taught us that. Even when he was knocking on doors, he said, no, something better will come along, something better will come along. And it's 17 years ago, something better did come along. In this property was for sale initially, and my uncle and my father really excited. They bought the property. Again, no kind of thing of buying a bridal shop, never even considered it. A year later, the lady was running Bliss. She'd been established for 13 years, and then she decided to sell. So my dad thought, I've got 4 beautiful daughters, it's a business maybe I can get myself into. And that's when the Bliss journey started for us 17 years ago. And for 17 years, this business was my dad's passion and pride, and he put so much effort into it. And when it came to like for me as well a bit more, whereas last year I went to India, and there's our house is there, it's empty at the moment, obviously no one lives there. But as you walk in, you've got these amazing old wooden doors, and you walk in and you can see that so many people lived there before, but it's kind of sad as well that you can see like an empty property. But as you go to the room on the right hand side, obviously my aunties will kind of picture it whilst I'm talking. You open the door and it's like a living room with TV and everything. And on the wall is a gold frame with a picture of the shop. And I found that quite touching. And it wasn't that they were trying to show off the shop. It was almost an achievement for my granddad and for my dad, that look what we've done. We came here with nothing. We've got this amazing store. I think when we thought of all of this, obviously a few months after my father passed, we sat down and we were like, we can either carry on as we are, which was just going through the motions. Obviously it's very difficult for the first few months. Testament to my 2 sisters who work here, Isa and Anissa. They're absolutely amazing, but I knew it was difficult. And then when we decided that we either carry on or we do something special, and we all unanimously agreed that we want to do something special in his honour, like a legacy. And then from that day onwards, I was just saying to Jenny before, we almost had this tick list of all the things we wanted to do, and I think we've ticked every single one of them. And I don't want to scare Anissa and Raisa or Mares or anyone that this is just the first step. And we've got bigger plans hopefully in the future. So yeah, I want to thank everyone who's here, everyone who's either part of the journey, who's been part of the journey, or is going to be part of the journey going forward. There's a few notable mentions. Obviously, Zoe, designs are on the screen. Amazing job. When she first came, I think she grasped it straight away, which was really good. It was a bit worrying because you were like, well, we'll knock this wall down and we'll build a wall here. So at first I was like, oh crap, what have you done? It's so much effort. But I think you've done an amazing job, and it helped us a lot because we had something to go off. And I think the concept that you came up with is absolutely brilliant, so thank you for that.
Thank you. Thank you for letting me be a part of it.
That's all right. There's a few of them mentioned, the flowers and the clouds and stuff. Sammy from Pampa.
She's got the flu.
She's got the flu. She can't make it today, but she's done an amazing job. I want to thank all the designers. Obviously, we've got Jenny and Mari from Magisotero. Again, I was just saying to Jenny before, we went to one of the shows and we were showing everyone the designs and stuff, and they were all so excited. It was good to see because obviously it's such a big brand, but for them to be so invested in what we were doing is quite amazing. Again, we came out of that thinking, oh shit, we'll have to actually go and deliver this now. Everyone's so excited, but it's good that, you know, they've come along. Obviously, they've the free dress giveaway is part of Magisotero, so we're thankful for them making that gesture for us as well. The other designers, Denise, is she from Pranovia?
She's not here yet. She's
okay. No worries.
Yeah.
So Pranovia, you know, they've been quite helpful as well. So big thank you to Pranovia. Who else was I going to mention? So I think my sisters, obviously, all four of them very supportive. I think special mention to Anissa and Raisa. Why can't I see her? She's absolutely fantastic. You know, I'm very proud of them, seriously, especially them two who work in the store. They are amazing. I think if the brides knew how much effort they put in for them, you know, they'd be amazed. And I'm very proud of them and what they've done and how they've actually, since obviously Dad's gone, the way they've come in and just got on with all the actions is absolutely brilliant. I want to thank my wife, obviously, who's an amazing person. She's a solicitor for a top company. During the day, she helps at the mosque, and then she's been absolutely all over this project. And she's been supporting me. She's been my rock. So I want to thank my wife, and I want to thank my mum because my mum's brilliant, and she kept us on our toes. We've got CCTV on the phones and stuff, and she'll be looking like, oh, what are you doing? It's 6 o'clock in the morning. So a big thank you to my mum for everything, and you see my family, my aunties are here, cousins are here, so thank you to everybody. Before we do the raffle, I think there's staff that I want to thank, and one especially who's been with us for the full 17 years, who's part of the family. Ellen, if you want to just, Ellen with the green dress, yeah.
She said she wasn't going to cry, but...
No, she's been with us for 17 years. She's literally part of the family, and she looks out for us. She has decided to take retirement. It's bittersweet. We'd love for her to stay, but we respect obviously her wishes. If I can ask Raisa and Anissa to bring a little gift. I mean, this is just a little gift, but you're more than welcome, as you know, obviously. This is, you're part of this. So thank you for everything, Ellen. Thank you.
A round of applause for Ellen.
And I'm going to bring, so that's my piece done, which is good. I'm going to bring Jenny from Magisotero. So this is what everyone's been waiting for, the free dress giveaway. So I'm going to give the honour to Jenny to actually say a few words and then pick out someone from...
I'm always nervous when I get a microphone. Yeah, I want to say a few words. I want to be really quick though. First of all, last time I was here was 18 months ago, and I walked in tonight. The first thing I saw on the wall was the gold plaque, and it was very, very emotional. And I walked in, and I feel as if I'm going to be emotional now, and it was just wow. Wow, I am so excited for the experience these brides are going to have. The brides that you've already got and the future brides that's going to come into this wonderful, beautiful space and pick the dress of their dreams. I am so excited. I know your father right now is probably looking down and thinking, these are just wonderful. My children are wonderful. You're a beautiful family. You're all so supportive, and I know he will be so, so proud of you. I'm proud of you, because your journey is the same journey as mine. We've been together for 17 years. Maggie Sotera supplied you for 24 years, Helen, am I right? Where are we? 24 years? But 17 years ago, I started with Maggie Sotera and you started with Bliss. So it's quite poignant that I'm here with you this evening. I also want to say, on behalf of Maggie Sotera, huge thank you for your loyalty and support. It's phenomenal. Through COVID, and you never missed a heartbeat. You were with us all the way, and you supported us all the way, and you have done for the last 17 years. You're just a phenomenal retailer for us, and Maggie wants to say thank you from the bottom of our hearts. We really, really do love you. Now, I don't know whether are we doing this, are we gonna, anticipation? Ooh. Look, I'm shaking, I'm so excited for this future bride.
If you choose to, you'll have to do 2, 3 dresses.
Oh my God. Yeah, he's a good businessman, really. Do you want to read it out?
Nabila Triple H _ as her Instagram name. I think she's there. Yeah. Nabila, yeah.
Nadila?
Nabila.
Mabila?
Nabila.
Right, sorry, I beg your pardon, Nabila. Nabila. Am I saying it? Right, you say it.
Nabila.
Nabila. Congratulations. I hope you enjoy your experience in a Maggie Sotera dress, and hopefully we'll have lots of Instagram photographs to give to Maggie Sotera. Thank you all so much for coming. I really, really do appreciate it, and thank you for having us.
Thank you. That's brilliant. I think one person I forgot to mention, who's part of the journey, is Jo from Maggie Sotera as well. She came on board with us to help us, and she's got a very similar story to us. And she opened a bridal shop for her parents, and she's been very helpful, so I want to give a mention for Jo, who couldn't make it today as well. That's it. Enjoy your food, and thank you all for coming. Thank you.
Do you want this little green tag for the bride? That's the name, so you might want to keep that. You were amazing.
Thank you.